Sankofa, as you say, is an Adinkra symbol of a bird, and it's a system of philosophy. The true symbol is a bird that's looking backwards. She's walking forward, she's looking backwards, and she has an egg in her mouth. The idea is that as you progress forward with the promise of tomorrow or the next generation, the egg, make sure you're aware of where you came from. Sankofa Video and Bookstore is a place where you can find books by and about people of African descent. We've been around since 1997. We're located right across from Howard University, which is the keystone Black university in the country. When you come in, there's a cafe to the left, that's Sankofa Cafe. And the sandwiches at the cafe, by the way, are named after Black filmmakers. We have not only a wonderful selection of books in culture, history, sociology, health, but we also have the largest children's book collection for children or about children of African descent in the city. That children being able to grow up seeing themselves reflected around them, including in books, is incredibly important to their development. This has been something that white children have had the benefit of forever, and so white communities take that for granted. But people of color work hard to correct that imbalance. DC has the nickname of Chocolate City because it has historically been predominantly Black. The capital of the United States of America is a Black city. African culture, African history, the African input to civilization started centuries ago. Why did those historians do all that work? Why is it so important? Because they want their future generations to know. They don't want the next generation's children and the next generation's children to be subjected to the kind of dehumanization that comes out of the imagination of a racist environment. Sankofa, as a Adinkra symbol, applies to the diaspora, the African diaspora, so well, because we were told that Africa was a dark continent and that you came from savages. So the opposite of what is true is what is taught. People coming from that environment, and I mean not just the diaspora, but Africans on the continent too, can learn from Sankofa, the concept of Sankofa. Looking back, let's see who we really are, so we can, embrace that, critique that. Are there things that shape us that we need to think of again and reshape and see what happened? Who were we before Europe took over and said they were the beginning and the end of everything that has happened on the continent? What was Africa like pre-colonial? And that was the most of Africa's history. Colonial Africa is fairly recent. Let's arm ourselves with what was taken from us, the most important thing, which is our history and our identity. Armed with that, we can change our future.